Hi folks, and welcome to TK Powersports. Today's a nice day because the sun is shining, the snow has melted, and that means we've put the snowmobiles away in favor of ATVs and side-by-sides. Yes, as this summer progresses, we're gonna do our best to bring you all kinds of new ATV and side-by-side content here on TK Powersports, and it starts today with this thing. That's the 2023 Yamaha Grizzly SE, fitted with all kinds of accessories. So in this video, we're gonna do a walk around. I'll tell you about all the features, all the accessories on this unit, and then maybe most importantly, I wanna hear from you. I want you to tell me what you wanna see out of the full review. Let's dive into it right now. Yes, this is just the first of many ATVs and side-by-sides that we're planning to review this coming summer. And like I said off the top, I really do want to hear from you guys. So why don't you take a break right now, go down in the comments, and let me know what you want to see out of a full review on this Yamaha Grizzly and other similar ATVs, because this video is just a walk around. I'm not going to ride. I just want to focus on going over all the specs, including all of the features. But coming soon, we will take it up to our test site and we will do a full review. And I want to hear more from you guys about what you want to see. Now, the other thing we are planning is comparison tests. I'm trying to get a new Can-Am Outlander 700 to compare to this Grizzly. I'm working on Polaris, getting a Sportsman. So comparison tests we have in the works. But besides that, what do you want to see out of ATV and side-by-side reviews? Now let's dive into the details on this Grizzly. So if you know anything about the Yamaha Grizzly, well, then you already know all these numbers because nothing has changed. Yamaha has let this model soldier on now unchanged, just with little upgrades here and there for many years. And you know what? I want to hear your opinion on that too. Should Yamaha update the Grizzly, or is it okay just the way it is? And that's one of the questions I'll be looking to answer when I do my full review. So let's get on to the numbers. The engine here is a 686cc single cylinder, single overhead cam, 4-stroke engine, and the power is sent through a CVT. And that transmission gets Yamaha's 10-year belt warranty, which is pretty impressive, so you do not have to worry about your belt breaking. And if it does, well, they're gonna cover it. Now, let's go over the overall size here. So overall length on this unit is 81.5 inches. Overall width is 49.2 inches. And then overall height is 50 inches. And the wheelbase comes in at 49.2 inches. So pretty comparable when you talk about size with other ATVs on the market. Now, wheel travel here is 7.6 inches up here in the front and 9.1 inches of wheel travel in the rear. And those numbers are pretty good for an ATV, but these days both Polaris and Can-Am have raised their wheel travel numbers quite a bit. So Yamaha could boost them a little bit more to be competitive. Around the back here, you do get a full 2-inch hitch receiver down there. I like that. And this model is capable of towing up to 1,300 pounds. Talking about capacity, the front rack up here can take up to 110 pounds, while the rear rack is good for 198 pounds. Now, before we get to those accessories, which of course you can already see, let's talk a little bit more about the SE package, the special edition. When you go for this SE, you're getting the factory installed Warn winch right up there in the nose. You're getting oversized aluminum alloy wheels, which just look nice. And then maybe the most important upgrade, 27-inch Maxxis Zilla tires. And this is a square setup, so you're getting the same size tire on the front and the rear. These Maxxis Zillas are pretty aggressive, and I found them to be excellent every time I've ridden the machine with them. And once again, we're gonna sink this thing in the mud soon enough, and then I can really comment on the tires. Now, the other thing you get with the special edition is the paint and graphics. In this case, this combination you're looking at is called Titan and Midnight Blue, and I think it's pretty sharp. I love the coloration. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but to my eyes, this is one of the best looking Grizzly color combinations that they've offered yet. What do you think? There is a little bit of cockpit storage that I will show you guys. Right here between the rider's legs, you get a quite a deep storage bin there. I like that, although it does say up top that your load limit is just 9 pounds, so you better not put anything heavy in there. And then over here you also get storage, and the important thing here is this is threaded and sealed, so anything you put in there should stay dry and out of the elements. Nice to have that at hand as well. And then in terms of the controls, everything here is fairly standard. Of course, you have your winch controls up here, start button, kill switch, your lights right there. Over here is your 4-wheel drive control. You can go between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive by pushing this red switch. Flick that tab over, and then right here you can use that to lock up your front differential. And then you get a fairly nice large LCD display here as well. And I can kind of run through some of the different modes, but hour meter, voltage, temperature, a clock. I'm sure there's your odometer right there, only 22 kilometers on this unit, so still brand spanking new. You can also run through those and then reset your trip. So a nice looking screen there, not crazy good looking graphics like some of the other brands are offering now, but still enough to offer you all your necessary information. And now why don't we take a closer look at all the accessories fitted on this ATV. And I want to start with what might not be the most obvious accessories, but they're all down here, and that's all these added aluminum skid plates. So you have aluminum skid plates to protect your front A-arms right there. You get another one up front here, which comes out basically right to where the winch is. Now this one is going to be your very first skid plate to take any damage. And now what's cool is the composite skid plate that is normally fitted on this Yamaha, it's still down there. They just put these aluminum plates right over top. And you can get these all separately from the accessories catalog. So if you just want these front A-arms, or just that front bash plate, or the center, or just the rear A-arms, they're all separate in the accessories catalog. So I do like how much protection they're offering. I'll just go around back now and show you these ones too. But nice big beefy skid plates to make sure everything is protected. And then there's also drain holes in them for both water and mud drainage, because that's going to be important too. Oh yeah, and while I'm at the back here, here's one bit of storage I almost missed. There's even a little tail box back here. Pop that open, and boom, another little storage cubby. Love having at-hand storage on these units. And now that we're at the back, we might as well talk about this rear box right here. So it's closed by 2 rubber handles. Open it up, and this is 66 liters of capacity. Quite a bit in there. Now there's no obvious place to kind of tie stuff or attach things once you're inside, but this thing is solid on here, and it does have over in this corner a drain hole, if you can see it there. So if you do want to fill it up with ice and put your drinks in here, you can do that, and then you can drain the water out as well. There is a rubber seal right up here in the lid. So once it's closed, it should be totally resistant from the elements, dust and water. And then right there you can see they've left you a place to put a padlock if you want to lock it up. And then on the corner here, this is actually a mounting spot for a whip. So if you want to put a whip or an antenna, you actually have a spot for it right there on your box. Kolpin says that this gun boot is designed for rifles up to 51 inches long. They also say that there's enough space in there to fit your scope, and you can use left-handed or right-handed bolt-action rifles in here. Now to open it up, there's just one single pin up here, which I should point out could also be a padlock if you wanted it to be. And it's a pain to undo it with just one hand while I hold the camera. Let me try with the other hand. There we go. So pull that pin off, and then the whole back end of this gun boot just slips off of here, like so. Now the other feature I'll show you is using your 2 mounting bolts down there. You can change the angle of the gun boot pretty easily, so you can put it up like that for easier loading and unloading. And then there's also this nice soft fabric inside here. You can see it there, so your gun's gonna slip in right there, and that's gonna keep it nice and safe and secure. So that's pretty nice. Not a lot has really changed with the Kolpin gun boot in a while. I do think it's a little annoying that it's mounted on the side of your ATV, just because then you really can't get in on this side. You can only get in on the other side. Can-Am, again, for instance, has now mounted their rifle boot on the front rack, across the front rack. And in a lot of ways, that makes a little bit more sense to me. Although I guess, to be fair, that could make your ATV a little bit wide, and you definitely wouldn't want to catch that gun boot on anything as you're driving by. But anyways, there's your Kolpin gun boot. And then finally, we have these Kolpin tool holders up here. So depending on what you got, an axe, a shovel, I don't know, a bow, a rake, all kinds of different things. You can lay it in here and you can see they have these rubber teeth and they're tiered. So basically whatever you put in is gonna get caught on one of these rubber teeth, depending how wide it is. And then this can be moved, so then you can strap down whatever it is and make sure it's nice and tight. Think it's a great solution personally, because you're always hauling something with your ATV, right? Whether it be a shovel, an axe, or a rake. A lot of the times you're just holding onto it in your hand. So how nice is it to have somewhere to stash all of your stuff? Oh yeah, you know what? One other thing I forgot to mention, there are a couple of cup holders built into that storage box as well, which is pretty convenient. And again, I forgot another one, and it's staring us in the face. It's that heavy-duty front brush guard. That's yet another accessory, and it's going to protect your front end, and I think it looks pretty good. Well, folks, I think that's it for the features. Now I gotta hit you with maybe the biggest number, the price. So this 2023 Grizzly EPS Special Edition here in Canada has an MSRP of $14,999, so 15 grand just for the ATV. But then all the accessories you see in this video, well, they total $2,304, bringing our total price to the unit you see right here to $18,641 Canadian. No doubt all the accessories add up quickly, but man, this is such a highly contented, nice looking ATV. It's protected, it can haul all your stuff, it's got all the features you could ever want. And now, of course, I need to hear from you guys. So why don't you go below into the comments, let me know what you think of the Grizzly in general, and then our specific Grizzly here. And for the second time, let me know what you want to see out of a full review. I'm thinking maybe a max towing test, max payload test, sinking it in the mud, but I'm always eager to hear your ideas so I can make sure I'm bringing the best content possible to you guys. So that's it for this one. Please go below into the comments. Let me know what you think of the channel, the reviews, and this Grizzly. As always, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that join button to become a member of our brand new channel, TK Powersports. And then as always, please come right back here to make sure you see the full review on this Grizzly and to see what we're testing next. See ya.